So, good morning to everyone. Myself, Akhil Koyakar. Today, I'm explaining you about the transaction management in database management system. So, what is transaction management? Transaction management represents a micro unit of work performed on a database. They involve a sequence of operations that must be completed successfully or not at all. So, so so there are some acid properties of transaction. The acid properties means that the A stands for atomicity, C stands for consistency, I stands for isolation, and D stands for durability. Atomicity is the all operations within a transaction are treated as a single unit, either or succeed or all fail. So the consistency stands for the transaction being the database from one valid state to another, maintaining the data integrity. The third is the isolation. Isolation is the transaction operates independently, ensuring that the result of one transaction are not visible to other transactions until it is committed. And the last one is the durability. Durability, once committed, changes are permanent and persist even in the event of the system crashes or fail. So coming to the next slide, the concurrency control mechanism of the transaction. So concurrency control mechanism are essentially to manage concurrent access to shared data, ensuring data integrity and consistency. So there are three stages of the concurrency control mechanism. First is locking, second is time stepping, and third is the optimistic concurrency control. Locking means for this is pessimistic approach, locking data before access and preventing conflict. Means when we have to when we have to transact and we have to go to transaction, then the phone the app requires the lock system. In the second, it is at the time stamping. Time stamping means transaction are assigned timestamps, ensuring that reads and writes happen in the consistent order. And the third is the optimistic concurrency control. Assumes conflicts are rare, transactions are committed only if no conflicts are detected. Coming to the next slide, isolation levels in the transactions are first read uncommitted, read committed, repeatable read, and serializable. So read committed means multi-reads are allowed, where transaction can read uncommitted data. Read committed means multi-reads are prevented, but not non-repeatable reads and phantom reads can occur. Repeatable read means non-repeatable reads are prevented, but phantom reads can still occur. And serializable means provide the highest level of isolation, preventing all forms of anomalies, but may impact performance. So the recovery technique in the transactions are first is rollback, and recovery. So the recovery techniques are crucial for ensuring data consistency in the face of system failure or crashes. So rollback means unwind changes made by a transaction to undo its effect and restore the data to the consistent. The recovery technique is the apply changes made by a committed transaction to the database, ensuring that all committed changes are reflected. And the third one, recovery technique is the recovery, the process of restoring the database to a consistent state after a failure using transaction log and recovery mechanism. So this is all about the recovery technique. And last one is the conclusion and the key takeaways. So transaction management is the critical for ensuring data integrity, consistency, and reliability in the database. So from the transaction, asset properties means guaranteeing atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability is essential for reliable database operation. Concurrency control means efficiently managing concurrent access to shared data is crucial for performance and data integrity. And the recovery technique is also robust recovery mechanisms are critical for restoring database consistency in the event of the failure. So this is all about the transaction management of the database management system. Thank you.